All right, this is part two. Yeah, my budget for my movies are so big, I can afford to pay like three big A-listers, like a lot of money, man. A lot of money. No, a lot of money because I have such big. I have like $300 million salary budgets, man. Whereas in Hollywood, they don't have budgets like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have like three for the Great Escape movie. I have like a $300 million budget for salaries. I'm making that movie for $700 million. I'm gonna have a good like $300 million budget for salaries for that movie. Obviously. So Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, those guys are costing me like $120 million. And you also have my small A-listers, which is like 160 and my crewman is another like $100 million. And you also have my 17, which is like $40 million. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. So I have huge budget, and I'm pouring $400 million towards the movie, $250 million towards salaries, $260 million towards special effects. Sorry. Hence, I'm oh yeah. I even like you have such big budgets you can afford. Yeah, I have such big budgets I can afford to pay three big A's with a very very rich salary, like $30+ million salaries, 25 million plus salaries, something crazy. That's why even Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson and Paul Bettany and all of them, once they see the technology of the Great Escape movie, the car stunts, all that stuff, they're like, holy shit, this blows Hollywood out of the water. Yeah, thousands of extras. I even rented out like five. I can even rent more. I can rent a good like six streets. It'll cost me a good $60 million, easily affordable. I can rent a good six, seven streets for the Great Escape. The more streets you have, the more top notch movie will be. Rent a good six streets for that movie. It'll cost me a good, I don't know, 65, $7 million, but more than enough money for the movie. Obviously. And if I have a lot of leftover money, I'll just pour all that towards special effects. Let's say if I have $40 million left over in the Great Escape movie, I'll pour like $30 million more towards special effects. And that's why we're looking at an amazing movie for the gun scenes, all that stuff. That's why we're looking at an amazing movie for that Great Escape movie. Something better than Hollywood, yeah. Something better than James Bond. The Great Escape movie will also be a revolution in technology too, as no movie like that has been made for $700 million. James Bond was made for like 200, 250, $150 million. And you got a movie like that. I'm putting $700 million towards the Great Escape movie. And that's why we're looking at an amazing movie for that. Something unheard of. Yeah, man. That's why when you see the documentary for the Great Escape movie Dance, all the actors in Hollywood are going to be shocked, like, holy shit, Skyscraper blows Hollywood out of the water. You know what I'm saying? In Hollywood, there's not that much actors. Not many actors make this kind of money. Yeah, in most Hollywood movies, only a few people make a lot of money. Everyone else gets shitty money. That's how it works. To balance your salaries, you have to pay a few people a lot of money, and everyone else gets shitty money. That's how it works in Hollywood. Whereas for Ivy movie, you have balance. A lot of guys, all the major leagues are all making their millions because I have such huge budgets. Obviously, so I can afford to pay all these people their millions of dollars. Yeah, because my company's that top notch. Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying here? And Keanu Reeves know them. They can see the future. They already know what. They already know how top notch of a company my Scott's company. But yeah, I can see the future. I know how top notch that Great Escape movie. Yeah, you're looking at an amazing movie that Great Escape movie, man. As well as Last of Us Hands. Actual Hands are lucky. They're going to be a part of that amazing Last of Us Hands movie. That crazy buzz with me and VJ, me and my wife. You're looking at something crazy, man. And me and VJ will work our ass off because we know we're gonna make our billions off our merch and movies. That's why you're gonna see how hard me and VJ work. But me and VJ will barely even have to work, man. As a 17 will be handling all the dirty work. And for the movie, for the Gracie movie, it's slack work because 3.5 months of filming isn't that bad. Gracie movie will only be 3.5 months of filming. We film for 3.5 months. We release the posters. We make our billions off that. We release the movies. We make our billions off that. Yeah, as me and VJ are gonna be loaded. We're gonna be making so much money off the movie. We're gonna be making on average $3 to $4 billion for every movie. Me and VJ. $3 to $4 billion on average for every movie me and VJ are going to be making, man, for the movies and posters. $3 to $4 billion me and VJ will be making for the movies and posters for all our movies. So by the time we do our 5 movies, me and VJ are going to have like $20 billion in our $20+ billion in our bank, $21 billion in our bank around there by the time we do the 5 movies. Because we're going to be loaded, man. We're going to be so rich. So rich where we don't even have to take a loan from the bank because we have the keys. Because me and VJ have the keys, we don't have to take a loan from the bank. We can fund the movies ourselves, cash ourselves. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep on saying this. Okay, world? Because you guys take me for granted, I'm going to keep on saying this. The money that I make from my last Over Zane's book sales, I don't know, 5, 8, 6, 7, 8, $9 billion. Even if me and VJ make $5.7 million, we're still loaded. We can still start Sky Source and make that Zane's movie. The money that I make, the money that me and VJ make from our Zane's book sales, we do not have to work again. I'm going to keep saying this. Me and VJ never have to work again, man. We can live out that money for 100 years, 200 years even. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we know. Yeah, me and VJ never have to work again. We can just live our life and just build that condo, buy a jet, buy a yacht, and just live the life. Go clubbing, go to restaurants, travel the world, just live a life. We don't even have to start Sky Source. And just be busy looking at the trends all day. Obviously. I told you, because I don't want me and VJ's glory to be for nothing. We came here to display our glory to the world, obviously, to our creation. Obviously, right? That's what. We came here to display our glory to the world, hence why I want to start Sky Source. As what better way of the two gods displaying their glory than what? Than them doing a big bunch of movie in a doc. Yeah, hence why I want to start Sky Source, obviously. As if me and VJ were to start our own magazine line, our own hotel, no one would care about that. If we start our own restaurant chain, no one cares about that. Yeah, we still make a lot of money, obviously, but no one cares about that. Whereas an Ivan and VJ movie, people will pay for that, man. Because it's an Ivan and VJ movie. Their glory is displayed. With the special effects in the documentary, that's where it's at. Yeah. For Ivan and VJ, the movies and docs, for Ivan and VJ, the movies and docs, that's where the real money is, honestly. And there's nothing cool in seeing Ivan in the movie. Ivan and VJ in the movie. Ivan and VJ in the doc. As I know what I'm doing, yeah. If I want to start one business, the best business to start is a film entertainment business, yeah. Hence why I'm starting Sky Source. You see what I'm saying here? Hence why I am starting Sky Source. Yeah. As I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Let's go back to my two Twitter buddies, okay? So once I put out the ads for the 7th team, I'm going to put out an ad for 2 script developers. They're going to be my co-writers, my co-executive producers, and they're going to be my what? Yeah, my co-executive producers and my casting directors too. Obviously. So my top 4 candidates right now are J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni. Those are my top 4 candidates for my 2 script developer position, obviously. And each of them, I'm paying them a different amount of money because some of them are not worth as much as the others, obviously. Rian Johnson, we want to pay him a nice, $14 million bonus. Pay him more money, $14 million bonus before every movie, and pay him his nice $2.4 million yearly salary. He also gets his bonus after filming completed, his $250K bonus, and he gets taken on vacation. He gets his $3,500 gas card. He gets his money for his commercial ads, all that stuff. And what? Yeah. And he gets his $100,000 raise per movie. Obviously. So for the greatest movie, he'll make $2.5 million for his yearly salary for the couple years, for the 3 years, and he'll get his $14 million bonus before he's moving, which is a nice deal, obviously. He's walking away with, I don't know, after taxes, with all the money, he's making, he's walking away like a $9, $10 million check in his bank, $11 million check in his bank. He's making a lot of money per movie, obviously, which is a nice deal, obviously. And he would be the boss, obviously, in my company. He would be my co-executive producer. J.J. Abrams, because he's so big, I'm willing to pay him $27 million bonus. and I'm willing to pay him a fat $8 million for the first year, and he gets his fat $4 million for all the other years. Because J.J. Abrams is worth like $300 million, you have to pay him a lot of money. Pay him that amount of money because he's worth a lot of money, obviously. And he would be my executive producer and my co-writer, and he'll be my casting director. And he also gets his $250,000 bonus after filming completed. He gets taken on vacation with his family. He gets $1,300 gas card, his commercial money, all that stuff. He's getting featured on my ad shoots. He's getting spoiled, obviously. And J.J. Abrams would agree that, yeah, I accept your deal. Even though I agree you're paying a lot of money, yes, I'm paying a lot of money. As J.J. Abrams will be walking away with, I don't know. After each movie project, J.J. Abrams will be walking away with like $3-4 million in his bank after every movie project. Because I'm paying him a lot of money, yeah. Right? Dave Filoni. I'm willing to pay him a $10 million signing bonus, and he gets his $2 million yearly salary for all the other years. Because he's not worth as much, I'm paying him less than everyone else. Pay him a nice $10 million bonus per movie. Before I said $6 million, no. Pay him $10 million. $10 million, he's making $6 million. That's $6 million in his bank before he starts work. And he gets his $2 million yearly salary. So Dave Filoni will be walking away with a good like $8 million. $8-9 million after each movie project, which is a nice deal, obviously. So for the 5 movies he'll make it. For the 5 movies, Dave Filoni will be walking away with what? He'll be walking away with, I don't know. Dave Filoni will probably make a good like $40 million around there. He walked away with around 35, $40 million after the 5 movies. And see, he made a lot of money over the years, obviously. You also have his bonus, too, as well as his re-releases, too. Jon Favreau, all my 7 team get money for the re-releases, too. I'll pay Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni the standard $250K for the re-release. Before I said $500K, no. I'll pay them all a $250K royalty check for the re-release, too. All my 7 members of my team get their $250K royalties for all the releases. But my 7 team get a $250K royalty check for all my 5 movies. And so they're making even more than even what the actors are making for the releases. Because they're getting $250K for all the releases for all my 5 movies. That's a good. So it's a good deal, obviously. It's a good deal. And Jon Favreau, I'm willing to pay him a nice $20 million bonus, which is nice. It's like $12.3 million in your bank. So before each movie project, I pay him his $20 million bonus, signing bonus, which is a nice deal. That's $12.3 million in your bank. Fat paycheck, obviously. And he gets his nice $6 million for the first year, obviously, and he gets his $3 million for the other, which is a nice fucking deal, obviously. And then he also gets his $100,000 raise per movie. So every movie I give my 7 team a $100,000 raise for their yearly salary, obviously. And what? And I'm willing to pay him a $250,000 royalty check for a bonus after filming is complete. And I take him and his family on vacation too, with the other members of the 7 team and the director, obviously. He also gets his $3,500 gas card, and he gets his money for his commercials, which is a nice deal, obviously. You get money for your commercial, so I'll pay you $10,000 for the commercial, which is nice. And so I'm giving them a good deal, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And guys like J.J. Abrams and Jon Favreau, because those guys are big, because they're worth, like, guys like Rian Johnson, Dave Filoni, those guys are not as greedy as the other two, because they're not worth as much. But guys like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and J.J. Abrams, because those guys are really big, chances are they're going to try and get a piece of me and VJ's royalties. Well, they're not worth it. Look, man, you're not worth me and VJ's royalties. What I'm paying you is good enough. If you don't like it, go back to Hollywood and go back to being a dirty slave if you don't like my offer. If Jon Favreau's greedy and he wants, like, I don't know, like 0.3% of my royalties, look, man, you're not going to piece my royalties. You're not worth it. What I'm paying, a $20 million bonus is good enough, and your $6 million yearly salary for your first year and $3 million for your other years is a good deal, and your bonus and your re-release, it's a good fucking deal. If you don't like it, go back to Hollywood and go back to being a dirty slave if you don't like my offer, man. I'm going to please all these people on the pickle. And they'll all accept me. They'll go, I accept your deal. Even though I agree you're paying a lot of money, yes, I'm paying a lot of money that Hollywood would never pay you. As most directors in Hollywood get like a couple million per movie. As I'm paying you guys a lot of money, man, that Hollywood will never pay. Yeah, man. I know, I heard Mandalorian's paying Jon Favreau a lot of money, but I doubt that they're paying him like more than $20 million. As I'm paying him a $20 million signing bonus. That's not even his yearly salary. Before he even starts work, he gets a $20 million fat signing bonus. And afterwards, he also gets his rich yearly salary. And he also gets his perks. As I'm giving him a good deal, yeah. Jon Favreau's agent's greedy and he wants, and Jon Favreau won't have agent. If Jon Favreau's greedy and he wants like a piece of my media world, you're not getting a piece of the merch. You're not getting a piece of what? You're not getting a piece. You're not getting a piece of what? You're not getting a piece of me and VJ's royalties. You're not getting a piece of the merch, and you're not getting a piece of the movie sales. You're not worth it. If you don't like this deal, I'm willing to pay you. You're more than welcome to go back to working The Mandalorian, which is an amazing show, by the way. Being a dirty slave, me and that shitty food, not getting spoiled the way Ivan spoils you. If you don't like my offer, I'm going to put him in a pickle, obviously. And no, somebody lie, I have an accept your deal. Plus, I'm giving you your freedom, too. I'm paying you free millions, too. Millions that you're never going to make in Hollywood. You're never going to make free millions in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I have an accept your deal. You know what I'm saying? Even though you agree you're paying me unheard money, yes, I'm paying you unheard money. As after each movie project, Jon Favreau's walking away with $19, $20 million in his bank, man. After each movie project, Jon Favreau will be walking away with like $20 million in his bank. After each movie project. And so I'm paying him a lot of money. $18, $19 million, he's walking away with, I don't know, 18.5, $19 million Jon Favreau's walking away with after each movie project. Right? Yeah. And don't forget, you also have his bonus afterwards too, $250K. Which is $250K is a nice bonus. A nice bonus after you finish work. That's a nice paycheck. That's a pay you up a very rich salary, obviously. And he'll agree to my deal. I accept your deal. You're paying me a lot of money, unheard of money I'll never make in Hollywood. Yeah. I'm paying you unheard of money that you'll never make in Hollywood. As a big executives in Hollywood make like 14, 15, 17, $8 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Big executives in Hollywood, CEOs in Hollywood get like a $20 million bonus. And that's how much I'm paying Jon Favreau. Yeah. I'm gonna tell Jon Favreau, look, man, you're gonna be the boss of my movie. You're gonna be the boss of my company. After me, VJ, you're the boss. With the exception of Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson will be the boss over you, obviously, but you're the boss over the 7 team and the crewmen. You're the boss of my company. See what I'm saying? I can also have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni help me sign the contract. Sometimes I might have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni sign the contracts for the crewmen. You can do that. Take the stress off you. Okay, John, me and VJ are going to work on our script. You know what I'm saying? For the later half of the afternoon, I need you guys to sign those contracts with the crewmen. And I'll tell Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, pay all the assistant crewmen $150,000. Ask them what deal works best for them. Either $100,000 the third year, $50,000 the fourth year, or $100,000 the third year, or $50,000 the fourth year. Pay the crewmen all $150K, obviously, and what? And for the supervisors, don't pay them any more than like $270,000. Anything over $270,000, you're being stupid with your money. You have to watch for your budget. Don't pay the supervisors any more than $250,000. I'm gonna tell Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni that. And all the assistants, pay them a nice $20,000. That way they know, and they can help you. They can take the stress off being VJ the second year, and they can sign some of those contracts. Me and VJ will sign most of the contracts, obviously. Sign contracts is slack. But sometimes I'll have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni help take the stress off being VJ and sign some of those contracts. Considering they're your co-executive producers, right? You can do that. You see what I'm saying here? You can do that. But there's a high chance I don't mean to what? I don't mean to, you know what I'm saying? There's a high chance Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are my 2 chosen script developers. And there's a high chance if those 2 people show up on my resume, I'm gonna tell VJ, let's just hire these 2 guys. Obviously, there's a smaller chance I'm gonna hire J.J. Abrams or Rian Johnson. There's a high chance I'm gonna hire guys like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni because they did The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian's fucking amazing, man. It's an amazing show. One of the best shows ever made, man. Book of Boba Fett was okay. It was pretty good, but Mandalorian is a fucking amazing. Look, man, if you can do what you did for Mandalorian for my movie, help me write my scripts, I want you guys on board to work for my company. Obviously. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. And for the other 5, they will not be making as much as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, obviously, or J.J. Abrams or Rian Johnson, but I'll still pay them a rich salary. So the legal advisor, head of production, accountant, I'll pay them a nice $250,000 rich bonus, which is nice. You can pay them a bonus that way they can buy their nice house right away, obviously. Their nice multi-million house right away. And I'll pay them their yearly $2 million yearly salary for the 4 years. They get the $100,000 raise for every movie project. They also get the $250,000 bonus after filming is completed. They get their $300 gas card. They get their money for their commercial ads too. Seconders, I'll pay them a nice, rich $150,000 bonus. That way they can buy their house right away, their multi-million house right away, and a nice $1 million yearly salary for the 4 years. And they get the $100,000 raise from other movies. Then they also get their $150,000 bonus after filming is completed. And the 5 also get taken on vacation with their family, with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, J.J. Abrams, and Rian Johnson. I told you, something tells me Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are the 2 chosen guys, man. So even though J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson are like on my list, something tells me Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are my guys. I'm going to end up choosing those guys. Then they're going to be the boss of my company, me and VG's company, Big Sky Source company. As you're going to see how happy Jon Favreau, I don't know, you're going to see the documentary, you're going to see how happy Jon Favreau is in working for my company than he is in fucking Hollywood. Because in Hollywood, he's a dirty slave. Dirty slave eating shittier food, whereas Ivan spoils him like crazy. He gave him a year's worth of gas, featuring getting paid for the commercial ads, paying him a lot of money. He's part of all the takeouts. The docu's filming at his house too. The docu will be filming Jon Favreau and they're filming in their nice house too. Their nice multi-million house in Vancouver, right? Yeah, man. Jon Favreau, you see Jon Favreau, he buys a nice like $7.5 million nice house in Vancouver. Because the guy's already loaded, obviously. And plus I paid him a nice bonus, hence he can easily get a nice like $7.5 million house in Vancouver. A nice fucking house. Get a nice cars, a nice Ferrari. Dave Filoni can easily get a nice Ferrari, nice Lamborghini if he wants. I paid him a ton of bonus. He can easily get his nice Ferrari, Lamborghini if he wants to, obviously. Whereas the other guys, like the other 5, they're going to be living a lavish life too, but not the kind of life. They're not going to be living the life the way Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to be living. Because I paid them a nice bonus. And those guys are already loaded. Whereas the other guys are rich, but they're not as rich as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. But the secretaries and all of them will buy like nice Benz. They easily get a nice Benz, a nice BMW. They're going to drive nice S cars too, obviously. And the other 3 will get like a nice like Porsche, Benz too, all those nice cars. But Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they can easily get their own Lamborghini, their own like nice Ferrari. You're going to see them driving their nice cars, yeah. And they also get, my 7 team, they all get their retirement package. I already told you the kind of money I'm willing to pay them for the retirement package. But look, man, even though I'm putting this money in, when I create the retirement package, I am not gonna put the money in their bank account. I'm gonna have a section in my system, my computer system. I'm gonna have a section retirement package. Me and Visa will pay with that. We'll take money out from our personal account. And we put the money in all the retirement packages, and they can't touch that money. You guys cannot touch this money. You can only touch the money once you retire. Once you retire, you now have access to your money. That way you don't blow your money. I don't want you guys blowing your retirement package, no. Because even though Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to make a lot of money in the 17, because there's a high chance they might blow a lot of their money, obviously. Hence why I don't want to put, look, man, I'm going to tell the account, look, man, do not put the money in their account, no. Have a section in the computer system like a retirement package. The money's there, obviously, but they can't touch it until they retire. Because most people in this world blow their money, man. Even the millionaires, even Hollywood celebrities blow their money. They blow their money, obviously. Hence, you have to what? You have to create a retirement package with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and the other 5 cannot touch the money. Look, man, I don't want you guys blowing your retirement money. I want you guys to have a good retirement. I'm gonna keep the money in a safe place, obviously, but you can't touch that money. You can't touch the money, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? You can't touch the money. You cannot touch that money. There's a high chance Jon Favreau will blow a lot of the money that he's making. He's in that's the world we live in, man. Most people blow their money, yeah, but like there's a high chance he'll save some of his money, obviously. But there's a high chance he'll blow a lot of his money, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They're gonna blow a lot of their money, obviously. Their money that they're making from the yearly salary and bonus. High chance the secretaries and the other guys are gonna blow a lot of their money. I'm gonna tell them, look, man, I recommend you save some of your money, obviously. I'm not going to tell them that. They can look, man, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with your money. I'm just saying, hence why I'm creating a retirement package for them. Because I don't want, just that way they have a good retirement for themselves. Just in case they blow a lot of their money, If they retire, they have a good retirement for themselves. You see what I'm saying here? They have a good retirement for themselves. Yeah. Right? And again, you got whoever's chosen the lucky seven. You guys already know who you are. As you guys can see the future, you already know who I'm going to hire. And a high chance John Favreau and Dave Filoni are the chosen guys. I'm just making a prediction. High chance if I see them, I'm going to tell you, hey, let's hire these two guys as my two source developers. But who knows? There's other good cans. There's a lot of good cans out there. You have guys like Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler is good for my script developer too. If I hired Ryan Coogler, I'd pay him the same amount of money as I'm paying Dave Filoni. I'd pay him a $10 million bonus for all my movies and a rich $2 million yearly salary. Ryan Coogler, which is a nice deal. He'll accept my deal, obviously. You have the two guys who wrote Avengers. They're also good candidates for my script developers too. Those guys, I'd pay a nice $10 million bonus and $2 million yearly salary. Nice deal, obviously. A lot of good candidates for my script developers to be my co-executive producers. Yeah. But high chance John Favreau and Dave Filoni are my two guys I want. Hey, VJ, let's hire these two guys. And they're the chosen script developers for my company. It's actually funny. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see the nice, lavish life they're going to be living in Vancouver. Oh my God, John Favreau and Dave Filoni are living the rich life, yeah. And even their wealth is pocket change compared to IMVJ's wealth, yeah. You're going to see the rich life John Favreau and Dave Filoni, if they're chosen, you're going to see the rich life John Favreau and Dave Filoni have in Vancouver. I don't know, Dave Filoni buys a nice $3 million, $4 million nice-ass house in Vancouver. He's driving his nice Lamborghini, his nice Benz, his nice Porsche. John Favreau's driving his nice Cadillac, his nice Benz, his nice BMW, his nice Lamborghini, his nice Porsche, his nice Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? The secretaries driving their nice BMWs, their nice Porsche. The other three drive the nice Porsche, nice BMWs. Yeah, they own the script developer, head of production accountant. They bought their nice $4 million house, $3.8 million house. The secretaries bought their nice 1.8, 1.7, $2 million house. Like holy shit, these guys have nice ass houses. They're driving nice ass cars. They hire their own maids. As all members of the 17 can easily hire their own maids. For $30,000 a year, you can hire a full-time maid. Secretaries, the other three, John Favreau and Dave Filoni, they can easily hire them. There's a good chance they will. Because I'm paying a lot of money, they can easily hire their own maids. They can easily afford to hire their own maids. Yeah, man. You're going to see the amazing life they're living. Yeah, man. Oh my God, these guys are living the celeb life, and even their wealth is pocket change compared to me. INVJ's, yeah. Even their wealth is pocket change compared to me and VJ's wealth. You're going to see the actors' nice-ass houses from all the actors for Last of Us. You're going to see their nice-ass houses, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, the doc crew's filming Ariana Grande in her nice, $8 million house. Diane Minette in her nice apartment, whatever it is. Yvonne Joje in his apartment, his nice-ass apartment. John Boyega in his nice apartment or nice house, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Andy Serkis in his nice house. You're going to see the doc team filming all these actors in their house. Holy shit, these actors are low. And even there, and once you see me and VJ's condo, you're going to be like, holy shit, man. Ivan's condo blows all these actors' houses out of the water. Yeah. That's how rich me and VJ are going to be. Even though these Hollywood actors have nice-ass houses, like Ariana Grande is rich. She's worth $150 million. She's fucking loaded, obviously. You're going to see the doc team filming her in her house. You're like, holy shit, Ariana Grande is loaded, I'm saying. And then once you see me and VJ's condo, you guys going to be wild, like, holy shit. I and VJ have an embarrassment of riches, yeah. The richer than all these Hollywood celebrities by a milestone, yeah, man. We're going to be living that life, yeah. Me and VJ are going to be living that life, man. You see what I'm saying here? Me and VJ are going to be living that life. That amazing life. Yeah, man. Yep. Oh my God, Ivan and VJ are spoiling the 7 team. Yeah, the 7 team are going to be spoiled. With the once a month, with the parties, $3,500 gas card, the takeouts, flying on my private jet to Switzerland, all to the world tour. Oh, they're going to be spoiled. 7 team are getting spoiled. Yeah, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. I'm going to shut my camera off here.